Yo, wait. How late am I? 2 minutes. You know, for me, that's not bad.
Every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you.
What do we want? IGN? Pretty much on IGN. I hate YouTube. Oh, watch on Xbox. Yeah, they chat. Yes. Wait, is this Outer Wilds 2?
Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and burning for you. For you.
I mean, we knew this anyway, right?
An adventure
October
made for
29th.
capitalism by
Fair,
capitalism.
fair, fair.
Inflate our impressions and egos by staying tuned after the showcase.
I can get my VTuber working again. I don't know what's wrong with it.
World premiere.
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzaprom.
Is that that Rick and Morty game? High on life, that's it. Just saw in the chat. Oh, it definitely is, right? Bro, the state of those guns. George, what up, man? Any sexos in the chat? Haven't seen any. How you doing, mate? You good?
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
I never played the first one. I don't know if it's good or not. Headphones, please. Dude, keep going out.
World premiere.
Is it Vin Diesel's arc, is it? Why chat if not sexo? Exactly, mate. Why life if not sexo, you know? What the fuck? Are we hyped for anything? Maybe there'll be like a Gears thing, but I doubt it, right? Oh, that's that Hellblade game, right? Wait, what? It's Plague Tale. I haven't played the first one. What the fuck? Oh, is this a controller? No, don't be a fucking Xbox handheld. No, come on, bruv. Shit, my screen's gonna fuck up, one sec. Bro, that thing was hideous. It kind of just looks like the Steam Deck, right? That's what my motherboard is, fucking ROG or ROG, whatever
At
it is, Republic
Xbox,
of
we
Gamers.
strive to put the
Something.
player first. And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility.
Wait, this chick's the
We
president of
championed
Xbox. Since
crossplay and
when?
cross-progression. We deliver Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming. So what's next? How can we give you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device. The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect. And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally.
Oh, you can play like... It's basically just a
We
fucking
have
tablet,
always
right?
wanted
It's
you
just a
to have
tablet
the
with some
unique
stuff on it.
experience of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, smart TV, or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox today. And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere. And because it's Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have. Any game, anywhere. And we are giving it our all every day to make this vision real. But it all comes back to the games. From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that.
And people are
From
fucking
Rebel Wolf
gagging for
Studios,
Silksong, huh?
this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for you to explore. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, it's that fucking
Monsters have
vampire
always
game.
been here. Watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives. But we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. changed me into one of them. But I became something else.
How long does this thing on for
instead.
anyway?
Their worst nightmare. A Dawnwalker. Trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all. He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
Bro, the chat is like just horrific as always.
World premiere.
What in the Mario Meat Boy is this? Dude, Super Meat Boy, I had that on the Xbox, it was crazy. Back when I had patience for games, well. Poor Meat Man.
Super Meat Boy 3D.
I like how they keep doing the Xbox thing. So yes, we know, dude. Oh, this is Genshin Impact.
Watch your back, Yakumo. You're a wanted criminal now.
Dude, Team Ninja makes some
I'll
sick
kill the
games.
Dark Dragon myself. It's my mission. My duty as a Raven Ninja.
It's a spin-off.
Breaking the Dark Dragon free has its consequences.
Didn't this just come out? Oh no, that was Sigma they released, right?
This is it.
Sayori.
Ryu, there's something I need your help with.
I think Ninja Gaiden is probably the hardest game I've ever played. I don't know because I was like younger, but this game is way harder than anything Elden Ring.
The Dark Dragon is mine.
Bethesda? Old? Oh, fuck's sake.
Here we go.
Good luck, Indy.
What are you doing, Jones? Are you crazy?
This is where it starts. Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of Antioch. Find a secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See. Defend the secret. They worshipped the giants.
It's not just DLC, no? I'm sure a lot of people love this, but I don't know, dude. I guess it's fine, whatever.
World premiere.
World premiere. It's too much, too expensive. And you know it's a short game as well.
この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。
Huge. Wasn't it on Game Pass? Game Freak? Holy shit. It's just Chinese Sakura. I mean, the art's like great though.
西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
This is cool.
Fuji go Emma, お前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる。
2026. Fucking bots, mate. Absolute bots.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine. Because they swoop their filth down to us.
Is this Bioshock Dishonored? What is this?
Who's for a paper?
Here's to playing in the mud. Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
I don't get people. I don't know. Maybe they're doing it ironically. Who knows?
Fucking rust.
You
It ain't for the
bastard.
spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And as sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for one.
There has been a crime! Justice
We get it.
itself has
It's like
been affronted.
British. We get it, dude.
I have been burgled!
Lord Griswick.
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
They were,
Trust your instincts, sir.
tall,
Yes, sir.
built rather slim, well, muscular. Mm-hmm. Was very quick.
This looks interesting.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
I got fucking purple feet.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say I'm touchy!
What
the Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
10 FPS games.
Round here, it's all
Alton
sharp
says in the
edges,
chat.
empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no! I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a pissing pan of peaches!
You'd either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
Don't start me with the fucking rabbit brotherhood, mate. Don't fucking start me
Can't
off.
put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten, broken,
Madam
and
District.
scared to fight back.
Oh yeah, I wanted to play Lies of P, but it's not on Game Pass anymore. So I've got to buy the game and the DLC. But it's out. I'll have to play through the whole story again.
Let's go and end a few arguments.
I'm sure I'll roll it.
Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history...
This is a long-ass, like, trailer.
They can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys.
It's like an RPG Dishonored, right?
Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened.
If I could turn back time.
We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell you, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Now let me alone and piss off!
Our creative teams are dedicated to bringing players award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom, The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller. As you've
I suppose
seen
chat
in
is just
recent
like
years,
the loud
more
minority,
of our
right?
Characters,
The vocal minority.
Stories and worlds are expanding to brand
Bunch
new
of fucking
audiences through
Zoomers,
TV
mate.
and film.
Then again, it's probably
a
fucking
Minecraft movie
blokes.
and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought millions of players into the game. We have more projects in the works as gaming continues to influence film and television like never before. When it comes to growing
Chicken
new
jockey.
franchises, Obsidian is having a
Watch out,
year
delayed.
like no other. From launching a
it's in slow
blockbuster
mode,
new
actually.
game like Avowed to the upcoming release of The Outer Worlds 2 this October. Obsidian is always delivering great games, and they have a third game launching this year. You'll get to go deeper on it in our Direct, but until then, let's take a look.
Ooh, Obsidian.
World premiere.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast!
Is that the guy from Fallout?
With new flexible legs, the yoke girth action figure can ride anything!
Oh no, that's Grognak or whatever, right?
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
You gotta keep them separated.
Everyone loved this game. Well, I heard people like this. Pretty cool though. July 29th, that's like soonish, I guess.
The predecessor,
Oh, it's just that weird, like, chess game.
ND3500 reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual.
Was everyone British, dude?
They become exceptionally aggressive.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
Dead Space question mark. Come on, dude. Nothing like Dead Space.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Such is our calling.
Such is our calling.
That could be cool. What the fuck? Dude, the art style threw me for a sec. It looks like Fortnite compared to Oblivion. Going to be a new expansion then. Kitty Cat expansion. Set way before. They could do what they like then, really, can't they? Wow, this stuff's so soon. Lost the Argonian Maid too?
World premiere.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold on to mission control! We're falling! Thomas, the ship's breaking apart! There's no time! Evacuate! Now! Thomas, come in!
Ariane, you sacrificed everything for a new world, to save mankind. And I'll always love you for that.
Someone says Starfield DLC and I lost my shit. Oh, and it has to be this song as well. Fucking hell. This is kind of cool, like a survival game. This is pretty cool, man.
Thomas, wherever you are,
Aphelion.
I'll find you.
I think he's dead. A gaming collaboration with the European Space Agency. What the fuck?
World
Propaganda, mate.
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations.
Bro.
Much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the Grand, a hotel famous across.
We're not escaping the stereotypes, are we?
Every room used to be in such high demand. Your wish are
Welcome to Britain, mate. Come to my hotel, bruv.
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
What the fuck?
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire
I was thinking House Flipper.
You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off.
I saw, did Germa host some sort of House Flipper tournament thing? Did you see it?
I'm in.
I saw people playing on Twitch. I didn't watch any of it, but
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of
I wouldn't even know how that would work. But
because if they find out,
I don't know if you're up to date on the German news.
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna start looking back. Don't make the same mistake your father made. In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
Do you know what? At least these games are like original. I don't know, they feel like at least the idea's cool, right? This is shit, I'm gonna make a drink.
There are as many gods in the world as there are stars in the heavens, and when we need their help, they send us a
I'm out. This is gonna be a fucking mobile game or Civilization or something. AOM? AOM.
Could be my daughter.
I'm out. Go back.
She unlocked the heavenly spear, but is she worthy?
You can't rule if the heavenly spear is mine.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐. 당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는가? 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가? 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태. 지정태!
World premiere.
Infatti, Novo.
Dude, I made a drink and I didn't hear an English word for about 3 minutes.
Muite unanite waiora. Dia Novo tua libemo iwa lotaname. Ona utalima di efema. Teonami.
Damn, this game looks really cool as well. All the skippers. Fucking bots, mate. It's just great we're talking about. I think them was so, yeah. Why take anything? Gamers are always negative. Forums, Reddit, Twitch chat, you know what I mean? Especially in the I don't mind slacking off some big corporation, you know. But like, yeah, some guys probably spent, you know, like 3 guys have worked on this game for like 4 years. It was like, lol. Planet of Lana 2? Was there a Planet of Lana 1? Oh, well, that's 76.
Well, hello there.
On hold.
Beautiful day
Yeah,
to relax by the old fishing.
I heard this game's okay
Wouldn't you
now.
say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia
In-game
is a
footage.
land
There you go.
aswim with opportunity. Yes, you'll find fish of all flavors in every walk of waterway, from its mightiest of rivers to its humblest of ponds. Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel
I don't
in the
usually complain,
rewards.
but skip.
What do you got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job.
Shit.
There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there
Dude,
are
fishing
fish
DLC
in
is
the
wild.
sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails. Can you smell that? No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just gotta know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb? Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden. And nothing warms the heart like a neighborhood cookout.
What MMOs
community
always look
makes
so
a
shit?
wasteland a waste home.
It's
Join
to do with,
today,
like,
and tomorrow you'll be
any
kicking
simple
back
assets or
and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
World premiere.
Oh, baby. And now. Is this solo leveling? Jesus. This reminds me, I need to play Code Vein before the second one comes out. When do I start playing that?
World premiere.
Cute. I mean, this is Power Wolf, is it? Wait, she hasn't got an AK yet. If she pulls out a gat, it's Power Wolf, right? First time I should skip. This is just Power Wolf, right? It's cute Power Wolf. Alpha Tubster. Oh. There's everything. Yeah. I just think won't, but like, it's not Pokemon, you know.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say thanks to everyone for all
Damn,
the
Tony
love
Hawk's
and
still
support
alive.
we've seen since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago. These games have changed my life, but more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world, and that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new
everyone
parts,
loves Tony Hawk,
new
right?
music,
Like the
new
game.
skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with
I mean,
your
I did
friends
as well,
with up
obviously,
to
but
8 players in
it's crazy,
multiplayer.
right?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
Thanks, Tony. I like skateboarding games. I played Skate as well. Skate was kind of cool. No. It's crazy how Bam's in it. Down 20 miles through the sticks. Holy shit. Damn, it's like nostalgic, you know? Doom guy skin. That's fucking funny. Holy shit, well played.
World premiere.
Skip elegant Z's. Bro, it's been like 5 seconds of a trailer. Like, how can you even type that fast? No, that reminded me of. You played the old Hercules games on PlayStation. I think it was just a running animation on that one. Yeah, anything that's not like, you know, AAA Call of Duty. It's like... Ouch, I saw enough throw, dude. What the fuck? That one guy, of course, white man is villain. Fucking. No! Fucking wrong, dude. Oh wait, is that a remake? Remaster, whatever? I'm scared though. What if it doesn't hold up? I think Gears 1 was one of the best games ever made. Like, for the time, like that coming out was crazy.
Look who decided to show up.
You can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Shit, I'd play it, you know.
Looks like they upgraded.
Damn.
Nausea, baby. Let's do this. This is gonna be awesome. Form up!
Damn, I'm hyped. That is sick.
World premiere.
I want some toxic fucking lobbies, mate. You know what I mean? I want to go to multiplayer and just fucking slag people off in between rounds. You fucking dog shit, mate. Go for the boom shot again. I fucking dare you, mate. Fucking go on, like. Or like, you'd clutch right, and then like, you kill them, and then the whole lobby would be like, oh. Good fucking time. Were you chainsawing, you noob?
The Smugglers League is always there.
Is this Sea of Thieves?
But you won't see us. You won't hear us.
It has to be.
And the only way you'd ever know it is if that's what we wanted.
Bless you, you little rat.
As smugglers, we deal in the goods others are afraid to handle. Guns, explosives.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question is, can you handle that?
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the boom, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course, is always an option. Just do whatever it takes to get the job done. You are pirates, after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League. You're paying for that.
Season 17. What the fuck? Are you gonna blow up everyone's loot, are you, mate? Some little kids have been collecting stuff for hours, mate. 6 hours it took them. And you just come along and blow it up.
World premiere.
Hope you're not in a hurry because northbound is backed up all the way to 18th Street. And the southbound ain't looking much better. So you might
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
Are you one of them? You're here, but it's dragging.
What the f... Skybound. Is this invincible?
Had enough yet?
No, Dad,
Jesus.
not even close.
I won't lie, the FPS is kind of scuffed. I don't want to be that guy, but...
You'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule, or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
Is this going to be a fighting game, is it?
I'm not your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you!
I don't know if they have like the depth for a game like this. When you play it with it.
Yeah, you like this? It's an army.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
I'll have to watch some of his speeches. It's been a while. Oh, Square Enix. They make bangers. Oh, is this Final Fantasy 7? Remake, chapter 4.5 or whatever.
To even the odds. Any objections?
Know your place, little.
Oh, I know that guy's voice from somewhere.
There's no one to save him now.
Is this the new one? Dude, the new Final Fantasy looks sick, I think. I liked the other one as well, with like the 4 dudes. But I think they're bad games, but I like them. I think I just like Final Fantasy, to be honest.
Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being, but she may yet be saved by you.
Out today. Did the trailer blow your ears?
World premiere.
So I haven't screamed today. Oh, do you know what? I haven't slept since yesterday. I'm like doing a full reset. So I'm a bit extra dopey today. Why is everyone saying Psychonauts? I was there. I didn't even notice. We're gonna sleep. No, mate. I gotta stream for the homies. You know. What's up, Barrett? Gotta watch the games with the boys, mate. What the fuck is this? You're a lighthouse. How you doing, bro? You doing good? You hyped for anything? Still playing Pokemon? Yeah, I'm alright, same old, you know, same old, same old. There's no way they announced an Elder Scrolls game, right? Actually, State of Decay will announce. Oh yeah, Fable as well. I can forget about the Fable game.
Games like Psychonauts 2
You beat
show
it, nice.
how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences, and Keeper is no
I feel
exception.
like that gen was one of my
Looking
favorites.
ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox.
Then again,
It's a
not the
big
ball,
milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped
25
build
years,
and
did
make
you just say?
popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's
Yeah.
been with us on this journey.
Honestly, so
As we
Sony
think
have
about
like
bringing a new generation
they have
of
like
players
2
to
or
these
3
iconic
great
franchises,
games, and that's
I'm
it.
excited to
You
share
know what I mean?
that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox
But they're like one-offs.
with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from
Silksong.
creators across
everyone's
the
hyped for
globe.
that.
Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you bring your
Please tell me
Xbox
that's not what it's called.
experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and
The
our
breadth and
own
depth.
creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our
Rock's a
direct
racial
begins,
term.
where you'll
Jesus.
go inside the studio for an extended look at the Outer Worlds 2.
I guess
and
anything's a
Grounded
slur
2.
if you fucking use it.
Thanks for joining us today.
Use
But
it enough,
before
you know?
we get into the direct, we have a final world premiere.
Hold.
Enjoy.
World premiere.
Uncle Ruckus. That's fucked up. No relation.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
His voice is super familiar.
You
This better be
already know
Starfield,
us
dude.
as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them.
No proof.
The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life.
This feels like some Hideo Kojima shit. Wait, is that what this is? No way, right? Is this Death Stranded or something?
I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
What is this? Black Ops 7.
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason.
Michael, what up, dude? I couldn't be asked to change the title. No fucking way it's Call of Duty. No fucking way, dude. Oh, well, I thought it was going to be something interesting. What the fuck? Those are some like supernatural, like horror mystery. It's just COD, dude. Fuck's sake. And the chat goes wild.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian, with Avowed releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best, sequels.
That's where I come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise. Think about it. The original creates the world and builds fandom, but the sequel, that's what makes it worth remembering. No sequel, no hoverboard. No sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel, no raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2. Which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was? There was a Zune 2? I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian.
I know
and
it's
I have
scripted, but I like
sequelized everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage. So trust me, I know what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me. Part 2.
Let the killing commence.
I think I played like a demo or something about it once.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a sequel to The Outer Worlds 1. It's a continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing, and we're able to make it a much more true Obsidian reactive RPG than we were the first time around. So we're going deeper and more
Combat
complex with everything for the sequel.
That, right?
Deeper story, lore, RPG interactions, reactivity, all the things we've been known for as a company. It's really a complete realization of everything people want from an Obsidian game. Surprisingly, this is the first time in over 25 years that I've had the chance to do a full sequel for a world that I helped co-create. It's really just a fantastic opportunity to explore and expand the universe in interesting ways, and to go even further with the themes of how people are affected by living in a dystopian corporate reality.
You can shoot your way through it, you can talk your way through it, you can sneak your way through it. And so no matter what kind of playstyle that you like, this is just an awesome franchise and an awesome game to jump into, even if it's your
Bro, the
first
chat's
one.
still fucking kicking
The
off.
first Outer Worlds was a great base to start from, as it has all the elements of a great Obsidian RPG. Interesting characters, deep worlds, important choices. In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on those elements, but we wanted to give players even more of it.
We've also put a lot of investment into skills and traits that impact things like combat, conversations, and areas that we call RPG interactions, which are the part of the world where players can use their specific skills, perks, and backgrounds to solve problems in unique ways in our new, bigger worlds.
That's funny.
I love a deep RPG experience, and building out that RPG crunchiness for our players was at the forefront of what we set out to create. We prioritize those deeper RPG options with different character builds and combos so players can express their role-playing power fantasies. We also have different equipment options for different playstyles and different companions with different abilities.
I don't think I've seen any of the companions for that game.
In the first Outer Worlds, you start off as the Stranger, which was basically a blank slate to build on top of with various attribute points that would begin to define your personal experience in the game. You can make any kind of character you want, but we've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent. You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals. They're the good guys that go into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong. You're gonna be one of those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Earth Directorate. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're an actual lawbringer and you want to go in there and spread law throughout the galaxy. It could be that you're a roustabout and you just had nothing better to do. After you pick your background, one of the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits. While we had attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds 2, which are these big changes to your character depending on which ones you pick. So it could be something like Brilliant, where you can tag extra skills and you start getting extra skill points. And that's obviously really great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra critical chance, and you also get a lot of really cool options throughout the game as well. Of course, we brought back Dumb, so players love the Dumb option.
Tell me, do you believe in signs? Not quite what I meant, but I like your contempt for boundaries. I could
fucking Twitch chat option, that is fucking hell.
And you get like lots of really cool, fun conversation options in the game, but we took that even further. And again, there's lots of elements in the game where you can be dumb and use that for something. Could be something as simple as banging on a machine to get it to work.
That's not dumb, that's smart, I'd do that.
After you've invested in some of your traits, your next choices are going to be choosing your skills. The skills themselves basically allow you to build on your playstyle and what your character is doing in the game. That will be everything from playing stealthily to speccing for an explosive specialty. Throughout your entire journey, your character continues to change with the different choices you make. In the Outer Worlds 1, actually had more skills than we have, so we condensed them down to really the core and essence of what we really wanted there. But we made each point that you put into a skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how they're checked inside the world itself, can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that, but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of
I need to finish
people's
Oblivion.
pockets.
Oh my god, so much shit to play.
There's another perk called Heavy Handed, right? Where say you're a melee person,
what, 70 quid?
What this does is now your
Worlds?
power attacks that
Worlds?
you use actually knock people down.
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk. As you start killing people, they will drop
I think that's
hearts.
what games are
And
now.
you can take those hearts,
why I'd
and
never
essentially
pay
you're
for
taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health bonus every time you do it.
It's Game Pass
We
or
have this
discount,
perk
right?
called Assassin. Now, this is an early game perk that you can take, which every time you stealth attack an enemy, you're actually going to get a movement bonus for a certain amount of time.
I remember like back in the day going to like a game station or a Blockbuster or whatever and getting like, you know, 3 games for 20 quid. Pre-owned, you know what I mean?
Flaws were a system that everybody loved from the first
Come
game.
on, dude.
But we wanted to make it more personal to the player. We wanted it to really reflect how you were playing the game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go bigger, better, and more real than ever before. So
This guy
we
reminds
turned
me
to
of
the team.
Steve from Stranger
I
Things.
told him, no bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I have bad knees.
You got bad knees? They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing.
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire. Claire, you shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Well,
You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong.
100
You can't
Canadian.
steal things, okay? But it's an amazing flaw, and I'm putting it in the game. But you're a bad person. And are you the one that took my stapler?
do you need it?
Yeah. Give it back.
Okay.
Please. You, what do we got? Flaw.
I like to stare at the sun.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
This is fucking
An hour?
stupid.
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
I get an hour.
An hour.
Oh. Makes me feel energized.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3?
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game because I feel bad for you. Anything else?
One of my favorite flaws is something called bad knees. It will actually give you the option to take this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is going to hear you.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
There's one called Kleptomaniac. This is really interesting because what it does is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal. And like that sounds really great. The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll automatically steal them.
That's funny.
So you have to be very careful about how you use them.
One of our more wacky perks is the Sun Gazer
Bro,
flaw.
I've got some stiff knees,
and
mate, I
it just
tell ya.
gives everyone cataracts while playing their game. So everything becomes like light shafts and blooms and hazes and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that perk.
If you happen to be the type of player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do,
Val, what up?
well,
Let's
you'll
go.
be offered the flaw of over-prepared.
I'm
Now,
a-
you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons,
I'm a chronic
but if
reloader.
you ever fully empty your magazine, you're going to take a debuff for a while. While we support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into destructive weapons, or a rogue who wants to alpha strike their enemies before they know what hit them, we also allow for a lot of fun and experimental builds. You can be a mad scientist who utilizes gadgets and wacky science weapons and armors. Or even a psychopath
Was that poop
who
gun?
gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Nothing shows the impact of these character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on in Paradise Island.
Hope you're doing good, by the way, Val. Hope you're doing alright. Hope we're all doing okay.
Not only do you kind of
Actually,
encounter
it's a bit
this
cooler
very
today,
early, and
which
it's a
has
very
been nice.
core one to the story,
I mean, it's still 20 fucking
but
degrees.
it really expresses our
Ridiculous.
philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways. So you may solve it by, you know, speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them and really kind of prove that you're a friend of the Protectorate to get by.
I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate.
You could go guns blazing, and you could just take everyone out inside the POI, lower the bridge itself, and kind of get across. You could sneak in, lower the bridge, and then actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side.
Dude, that bad knees one where you fucking... where you stand up and it cracks. That's fucking funny. What's the price? Yeah. I mean, it'll be on Game Pass probably, so that's the way to do it. Pay $10 for the month and then just like
you can
burn it.
bypass
You
the
know?
bridge entirely if you found like certain gadgets.
Do you guys
like
have
the
a?
shield gadget
I don't know
that protects
how
you from
like
poison
old you
gas
guys
as
are.
you
But
go
like
across.
before, when I was a kid,
Or the double
I used-
jump
we
boots,
could
which
we
kind
could
of
rent
allow you
games
to jump across the chasm and
like
get
the
across that
weekend.
way. There's even a really
I remember I
kind of
rented
messed
Final
up way,
Fantasy.
right? Which
What
is
the
players
fuck,
can
dude?
actually sacrifice
I played
one
for
of
like 2
their companions.
days.
The companion who they just found is part of.
We're no different than DeVries if we start tossing our own to the rats. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I must admit, I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger. As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
I think it was a rip-off, right?
It's such a fun
Thinking
quest,
about
but
it,
again,
but it
it
was
really
kinda cool.
showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you build your character your way, we're there for you. We really want you to have the experience that you want to have out of this.
From the very beginning of our discussions about the Outer
What
Worlds,
if
we
you
really
rent it,
knew
you
we
just
wanted
keep it,
every
you know?
game to take place in a different colony. This lets us expand on all aspects of the universe. Every colony can be its own thing with its own flavor, and we can center them around anything we want. Any ideas or setting we're interested in. Arcadia is an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian
Arcadia?
faction called the Protectorate. Their dictatorship is thematically based around the question of how much freedom people will give up for security and luxury. For Protectorate subjects, unfortunately, that answer is everything. The Protectorate is also incredibly wealthy because it was founded by the inventor of the skip drives, which are the Outer World's faster-than-light engines. But those skip drives are starting to cause rifts in space-time,
Oh,
which
George,
are cutting
that's
off all
horrific,
the other
mate.
colonies on Earth from being able to trade with each other.
I can only I
Order of
can
the
hear the
Ascendant
noise
is
in
an
my head.
offshoot of the Order of
grinding.
Scientific Inquiry from the original game, and like them are a science-based religion with the same goal of solving the universal equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the future to the benefit of all mankind. They used to be part of the Protectorate, but they split off to focus on solving the equation for the good of everyone, not as a way to simply control the masses.
Did he apologize at least?
The player's been sent to Arcadia as an Earth Directorate agent to find out how the skip drives are causing the rifts and what can be done to stop them.
Yeah, when you're a kid, it's
Each of
devastating.
the
though,
factions
right?
have their own solutions to the rift problem and their own goals. The Protectorate wants to close them to protect their legacy as the inventor of the drives
as well, Bart.
and their wealth.
I'll
The
tell you
Order
what
wants
happened
to
to me,
close them not only for the good of everyone,
You know, I had an
but
Xbox
also because they're
360,
complicating the
and
math
sometimes
to
they used
solve
to be
the
stood
universal
up,
equation.
and they
Antes
get knocked
just wants to
over,
be able to
and it would like
open
burn
close
a
that
circle
world
in
and
the
control
disc.
all the trade routes between the colonies. In addition to expanding the themes and lore of the Outer Worlds, we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own flavor of absurdity. Andy's Choice is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice
Like a
from the original
perfect
game,
circle, just
and there are
burn.
corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds too.
Wait, you
They've
did the old
invaded
disc swap?
Arcadia
That's
to
fucked
liberate
up.
their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me,
Yeah,
and I
poor
wanted to make
Blockbuster,
sure that
mate.
the Outer Worlds 2 had that.
We all took advantage.
So we actually built out 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions. You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks of unique music that we've made for it. It's
What's
a lot
E-Day?
of stuff. But the really cool part about this entire thing
a Gears of
is
War
that
thing.
we actually
It's
put a
when the
lot of
locusts
reactivity
attacked.
into the radio, so it will respond to the things that are going
It's at
on
the start
around
of Gears
the
of
world that
War.
you've been
Well, not the start of
interacting
Gears of
with.
War,
So
but
if you
like
go
the
into a
start of
location,
the
let's say you
war.
solve a problem for the Protectorate folks, if you listen to the Protectorate radio station, they're going to be cheering you on as a hero.
Wonderful news, everyone. The Zeranium gas leaks at the Automech repair
So
facility,
everyone's waiting for your day.
strongly believed to be caused by Auntie's choice malefactors, have been corrected.
Some hotshot for hire just managed to fix the electrum leak in their repair facility. Now, I'm not saying we caused it in the first place, but we sure like the idea of all those broken auto mechanicals and all the excessive gasping and choking involved.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper
Look
and
at this
more
cunt,
complex
Halo.
this time around.
Fucking
They're
ruined it.
integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they are also connected to a different faction and have character arcs that the player can affect through their choices. Your first companion is Niles. He's another Earth Directorate agent like you, and he's looking for your help to decide whether he wants to become an even better agent or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely. There's also a somewhat cute Automech support drone that is basically Niles' helper. Her name is Val. Marisol is part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin. That's right, she's a deadly mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business to attend to with the player's help. There's also a cultist named Azza, who is part of a sub-faction that worships the rifts, and in her case, violence in general. You can choose to either turn her away from overt violence or support her chaotic and dangerous tendencies. At one time, Auntie's Choice had a program to graft soldiers
why
with
is she
animal parts
violent,
to
huh?
make them more formidable.
You know? Come on, dude.
Unfortunately, it didn't quite work, and most of them are now dead. There's a combat medic who survived, however, named Inez.
She's
and she
Azai,
wants
I'm
the player
Azai,
to help her
you know?
fix her graft, among other things.
Gross.
Finally, there's Tristan. He's a protected arbiter who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is your choice to either help him judge wrongdoers,
Dude, I heard the
or show
Punisher
him what
voice like,
true
judge,
justice looks
jury,
like.
executioner.
We definitely have reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions. I won't reveal the end of the game, but let's say
My
if you have
problem
not been treating
with
them
games
well,
like
you'll
this,
find
if
out
they're not
at the end of the game
fantasy,
what that
it's like
means.
it's like the
Companions
regular
are a
humans
very,
are
very
so much more
important part
boring than like
of merchandising,
Mass
because
Effect.
that's the real
Like all the
beauty of
aliens and
sequel.
shit,
We're
they're so much
talking
cooler,
merch,
you know?
baby. It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop.
That's why Starfield was
Check
so
this out.
boring.
Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you could have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets, huh? What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling, maybe a little nut.
That guy's funny.
The visuals of the first Outer Worlds
Could have holded
depicted
it,
a
obviously,
frontier
right?
colony in space. The Outer Worlds 2
Could have
is
holded
driven
it,
by
you
an
take your
invasion
flashlight
of
to
the
it.
Arcadia colony system by Auntie's Choice, which shifts the visuals to be more reminiscent
Right.
of a World War I-like setting in space. That evolution is seen across all aspects of the game, starting with the factions. How do you militarize everything, including extreme capitalists or math-crazed scientists? In a World War I setting, war comes with propaganda. The Sovereign uses it to maintain control. Auntie's Choice uses it to help their bottom line. The Order just wants to show how it exists within the grand plan. We want players to feel like Arcadia is a living, breathing place scarred by a long-standing war. Fairfield, one of the first towns you encounter, was once under Protectorate control, but has recently been taken over by Auntie's Choice. They don't just occupy the town, they rebrand it with their signature style, repainting buildings, posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms featuring Auntie and the Moon Man. Showing the towns evolving after the invasion helps us push immersion for our players. One of our priorities in visually realizing the world of the Outer Worlds 2 was making sure everything is clear and recognizable from the player standpoint. We want to make sure each
Dude, these
faction
chats are
has a
always wild.
particular look and design. So when the player is running across these vast, different environments and landscapes, they're recognizing
I
the
don't get the
motifs
people
and
that like
visuals
subscribe
of
and stuff.
who they're talking to,
Well, who's
what they're
subbing
going to
for
be
shit?
talking about, and how that progresses throughout the story. The first Outer Worlds was really about the player interfacing with corporations. And while we have that in the Outer Worlds 2, we really want to express not just the corporations, but how the player interacts with other facets of the world, like government entities or
No sex,
religious
no.
structures.
Such.
And then we elaborate on those.
With larger environments, we wanted to encourage exploration by improving player mobility across the board. Now you can run, slide, double jump, mantle and parkour your way through all of the nooks and crannies of these worlds. It really allows the player to just explore and have fun finding really cool stuff.
We've aimed to make everything in the Outer Worlds 2 better from top to bottom. The RPG elements were the start, but that's touched our story, our art, and especially our gameplay. A good sequel is true to the original. That's first and foremost, right? Like, we all want to add in a bunch of things as you're making a sequel, right? We want to make it bigger and better in every way. That's what we were trying to do here. And I thought, we did not need this consultant. We've made enough sequels. We understand how to do this. And I will say, I don't think it's been entirely successful.
I am very proud of the combat improvements we have made in the Outer Worlds 2, thanks to my patented combat system. You may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that good. Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with my COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark, I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C, capitalize the fact that the people loved the first game. We're gonna take those people, we're gonna make them buy the sequel, giving out pounds, pounds, pounds. Quick ones, ha, ha, not you, Dev. Here we go. What comes after C? O, optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay? I wanna make them happy, so let's, okay? All right. Mobilize the players so they're ready for that sweet, sweet pre-order. Clap with me. Sweet.
Go on, boys.
Sweet.
Get your $100 out.
Brandon, just say it. Sweet, sweet pre-order. Everybody has a different rhythm, and it's blowing mine. And here we go. B, burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Right, Otis? Okay. Well, it's a big part of the game. A, you gotta agonize about how many people are gonna be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at ourselves. What is wrong with us? Huh? We can't have one love story in this?
This is
How many
great.
people have been in love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love. Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down. T, trois. In French, that means two. Sequel.
I think that means 3.
Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself. Come on, Claire. We're on 2. And how do we end it? Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of video games today.
For the Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve gunplay in every way. We focused on improving the feel of each weapon, the way a weapon snaps into ADS, the way recoil feels when firing, and how impactful our sound effects really sell the weapon's fantasy, to things like how unique reload animation can add a lot of character to each weapon. We've increased the variety of weapons by including new weapon types, but also through a host of fun and unique weaponry. We have things like the Bourse Blaster that fires out tumors that can explode like grenades, or can even be eaten by the player for additional health. We have a weapon called Rookie's Reward that will actually level up the more you use it throughout the game. And every time it levels up, it's got fun fanfare where it's like shooting out confetti and it's got a fun little setup. We have a really fun weapon called the pop-up gun. It fires out ad drones that will distract your enemies with corporate ads, slogans, and jingles. While your enemies are distracted,
like Borderlands
you can
type
focus
shit
fire on
weapons.
them or explode these drones for additional damage. New to the Outer Worlds 2 are throwables. So you can use frag grenades to flush out enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage and escape, distraction devices to bait enemies into a stealth attack, and even science grenades that will levitate enemies, allowing you to fire upon them while they float helplessly.
Also, that made me think of Space Marine. Did Space Marine get a horde mode or something?
Science weapons are back. We have returning favorites, like the Shrink Ray. This time it's been upgraded so you can shrink your enemy down to the size of a sprat and run over them, exploding them into bits.
The Shrink Ray, that was probably my favorite one from the first game, so we brought it into the second game, but we improved it though. So instead of shrinking your enemies for a short period of time and having them re-expand, this time they stay shrunk, and we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them, because we knew that that was the player fantasy. We knew that's what everybody wanted to do. They wanted to step on the enemies, they wanted to kick them. So we made sure to double down on that stuff.
In addition to things like our returning favorites, we also have some really fun and unique new science weapons. One of them is called the Armageddon. This one's really cool because it actually shoots out these masses that are like these little arms that will stick to people or cover or all kinds of different things, and they will continue to just hit them until they get destroyed. And we have another one that's just super cool called the Spectrum Dance Saber. This is a melee weapon that actually lets you attack to a musical beat. And if you continue to do that, you'll actually get additional bonuses each hit you do.
I don't know, I think these are cool. They're like unique,
One of my personal favorite weapons is called the Big Bang. It's just a big freaking gun that uses material harvested from rifts to shoot out a giant ball of energy, vaporizing everything in its path. Now, ammo's extremely rare for this weapon, but you can use it in just the right situation to devastating effects.
Like another great one is Gary. If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're walking through combat. So we even have science armors, and we've really kind of shown off what we thought was really great for the player from a science perspective.
We're all about letting people play the game their way. There are some players who prefer to be immersed in a first-person view, taking in all of the details. But there are others who really prefer to take the world in from a third-person perspective. Why not allow both? Well, now you can swap between the two, letting you enjoy the experience in whatever way you like. One of the things I really like about having the third-person mode is being able to see all of the fun and unique armors and armor combinations and weapons that you can equip your player with. All of the actions that you could do in first person, so you're double jumping around, you get to see your character in that way, and you get to take in the world and see things in a different light.
The Outer Worlds 2 is really the biggest game we've ever made. Bigger choices, more reactivity, more weapons, more things to find in each of the worlds the players can visit. The team has done incredible work bringing the Outer Worlds 2 to life, and we can't wait for you to play it.
Even though we've always been a multi-project studio, this is going to be the first time we've ever released 3 games in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're so excited for more people to be playing our games. It is truly.
Wait, they did Avowed? Oh no, I thought Avowed was really boring.
We're exploring worlds big and small while expanding on franchises that we've created, and we have no plans to slow down. We hope you all continue to come along with us as we do what we do best, make your worlds your way.
Someone start the E-Day spam again.
With the Outer Worlds 2, we're all about the best place to play, which is also the promise of Xbox. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it may be hard to play it when you're staring at all these beautiful holes. Let's cut that. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox. Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you can take a phone call on this Xbox, then play the Outer Worlds 2 right after. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? What am I doing? I'm playing the Outer Worlds. Hello? Yeah, this is Mark. I didn't know I had jury duty today. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it takes 2 people to lug around safely. We're gonna go
Not
up
in
to
my
my
chat.
apartment, okay?
Oh, it started.
And
It started.
this is an Xbox you actually wear
Oh.
that also plays the Outer Worlds 2. What do you think, Claire?
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
I think so.
Fantastic. So now this is actually not an Xbox, so you cannot play the Outer Worlds 2 on it. Can't play anything on this. I guess Bread. You ever play Bread where you take it out of one slot, put it in the other? I don't have friends. If you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or is launched
I
the sequel
fucking hate
to
early
pre-order.
access, dude.
Or like, why are any of us alive at any time? It doesn't matter. Either way, my job here is done. It's time for the Grounded 2 portion of the Direct, which is sort of like the sequel to the Outer Worlds 2 portion of the Direct, which
Damn,
I
this thing is
absolutely just
long.
got a home run with. You know, it's really nice to see my influence go on to other games. Take it away, team. And big exit. We're so proud of Grounded.
Kill all
What started
the
as a
bugs.
small
Kill them
passion
all.
project to make a quirky game where you're shrunk down to the size of an ant, trying to survive in a backyard, grew into something way bigger than we ever imagined. Over 25 million of you jumped in, explored,
As they come.
built, crafted, and fought off giant bugs together. Y'all helped make the entire experience very special to us.
Yeah, mate, you're not allowed to post fake
The
news
team's
in
been
there. You
cooking
know
up
what I
a
mean?
ton for Grounded 2, and we're so excited to
No
talk
fake
about
news
it.
in the chat.
And to grease some palms to steal a bit of time from the direct to give you a deeper look. There were so many possibilities and ideas that didn't make it into the first game. So with the sequel, we have the chance to dream bigger.
Wait.
To achieve those dreams,
The Xbox
we
Showcase
partnered with
ended?
amazing folks at Eidos Montreal.
Huh?
Together, we're taking Grounded from the backyard to an even larger world, the Brook Hollow Community Park.
When we started working on Grounded 2, we knew that we wanted to make a bigger world. Fortunately for us, Eidos Montreal became our main partner on developing Grounded 2. They have a lot of similarities to the sorts of things that are important to us at Obsidian. They tend to make very narratively strong games. They make games with really deep characters and great character progression. They make games with great gameplay.
Everyone at Eidos Montreal is thrilled and honored to be working with Obsidian Entertainment. Our two studios share a lot of DNA. The same things that are important to Obsidian Entertainment.
Kick that baby. Punch that baby. Yes.
We take place 2 years after the first game. The same 4 teenagers are returning.
So there's Max, Hoops,
Willow,
and Pete.
They're a couple years older, which means they've gone through a bit more high school,
Is
a
it
bit
clear?
more mature.
Why is he so quiet though? Is the audio okay?
The world's a little bit different.
Like this seems really loud. This like
But we're still in
broadcasting.
that fun, nostalgic era of the early 1990s. And Grounded
I
2,
mean, I
we're
always
moving
ask this
the
everyone
action
says
out
it's
of the
fine, so
backyard
I don't know.
and
Whatever.
into
Let's just be
the
like
Brook Hollow
a
Community
Firefox
Park.
thing. Or...
Not only is it bigger, it allows us to tell
Jan,
a
what up?
lot more stories and
Motherfucking
expand
Pete.
the world of Grounded
Hey, who's Pete?
by exploring what the
Petey?
community of Brook Hollow has been up to and what
Is that
they've
one of the
been
kids?
through.
I wasn't listening.
The park overall is about 3 times the size of the backyard, and our initial starting area is actually the same size as the entire backyard from
Dude,
the
I
first
want a hot
round.
dog.
The reason we wanted to move into a park
I'm
wasn't
hungry.
just to create a bigger world.
Sleepy now.
Was to
Yeah,
give us the
I haven't
opportunity
slept.
to explore the community of Brook Hollow and what secrets have they been hiding.
Yeah, it's been alright.
What we love and what we're excited about in terms of the park is the opportunity to create.
Hey, I'm not gonna do a
environments
film
and
and watch it
landmarks
another
that
4
are
times. That's for damn
mundane at
sure.
normal size, but are colossal wonders when you're the size of an ant.
Showcase.
Everything
That's it.
from a giant trash can to a community picnic table or a snack bar. All of these areas come to life in a brand new way.
A whole new
Grounded 2
world.
is that the park was evacuated really quickly right before our teens were shrunk. And that means that the park has been sort of turned upside down and is in a topsy-turvy state.
If you're a kid, this game would be amazing.
And that leads to really fun environmental storytelling, but it also leads into the creation of amazing biomes for our characters to explore. One of my favorite examples of this is the ice cream cart. In all of the commotion, the ice cream vendor's cart has been knocked over and its contents have spilled out into the ground. And what this means for our young adventurers is that they'll be able to explore this frozen cave of interesting challenges and colorful Lovecraftian horror.
Lovecraftian horror is a
We have one
stretch.
anthill that's actually somebody decided to bury a bunch of toxic stuff in the park. And so there's all these toxic chemicals under the ground. The environment looks very cool and very spooky with all of these sort of chemical pools. And of course, nothing can live down there except for one type of insect, the cockroach. We're
Fucking
oftentimes
cockroach.
Reinventing environments, and in future updates, you're gonna see a ton of new stuff. You do a lot of fighting against insects of all shapes and sizes, We didn't just want it to look better. We
Bro,
also
that
knew
thing's
we wanted
terrifying.
To add a new
Holy
layer of
shit.
strategy. The changes that we've made aren't limited to tuning animations or adjusting attack or defense numbers or making characters or insects move faster or slower.
This is why you
But we
always
did all
kill
that
bugs if you
too,
see them.
but there's also an entire sort of rock, paper, scissors strategy.
Because if they were the same size, they'd eat you.
Heavy
Alright?
attacks and blocking. We've also added dashing as a new way to both get out of danger quickly
Bro, look at that
or
move
jump
tech.
in for a quick attack.
It's like me playing Fortnightreign.
And almost all the insects in the game will have these abilities now too. Sort of like a chess match, but one that's super frenetic.
Look at this guy. Enough of
looks
this!
super cool. And is ultimately just a ton of fun.
He's fucking losing it.
We're leaning into clear playstyles for tanky warriors, low defense, high damage rogues.
Oh, we said it twice.
Effect wielding mages, and
Dickhead,
ranged
bro.
hunters. In the first Grounded, we have mutations, and there were weapons and armors that favored different playstyles. In Grounded 2, not only will there be passive mutations, but there will also be active mutations.
I have
And
had
a lot of those
enough.
mutations support these archetypes.
My favorite way to play pretty much any game is chasing after those game-breaking builds. And that's why I'm so excited for what we're doing with archetypes in Grounded 2. I'm all in on the rogue. Now, you can even dual-wield daggers. I've been dialing in this glass cannon build that stacks ambush, assassin, and cardiofan mutations with the wolfbane daggers and the wolf spider armor. It lets me open up combat with massive backstab damage that also
Jen,
inflicts
this
venom.
isn't Discord,
Then
mate.
I can
Alright.
use the extra stamina to reposition and try to dodge, rinse, and repeat. It's high risk, high reward, and absolute chaos in all the best way. I'm looking forward to seeing what wild combos the community comes up with and what they inevitably break once they get their hands on the archetype system. It's
So
going to be
therapist
awesome watching it evolve with player feedback and watching us try to keep up
Maybe.
with all
If
of
she's-
your
if she's hot.
game-breaking builds.
One of the great things about Grounded is the variety of players it attracts, from builders to crafters
Yeah.
and everything in
Watched a
between.
show last
If
night
you've ever
called
watched
Virgin
me on
Island, and
Casually
it was
Grounded livestream,
it's what you think
you'd
it
know
is.
that I'm neither.
And it was
I
cringe.
am a murderer of insects. Personally, I prefer the term harvester. I love going out, hitting things, and bringing the materials like
Bro, all these like
insect body parts
sex therapy people are fucking
back to my
crazy.
friend's seeds. This way, we keep progressing and playing together.
We're also trying to make sure that armor and equipment are easily understood by the player, especially when they're playing co-op with their friends. It was
Co-op
really,
with friends,
really
like you
important for us to deliver on all
Tell
of
me
that for
more.
the bigger space and experience.
It's all about
because that was
exploring
the
yourself,
only
mate,
way
you know.
we could truly support the feature the community has been asking
gotta find the
for
Volvo.
since the very first Grounded release. Mounts. Our mounts, we call them buggies, have an entire suite of moves
Buggies is
and
great.
have their own special
I like
abilities
that. Good
and
pun.
attacks.
Bro,
We really
Spider
wanted
vs.
the buggies
Scorpion.
to be an extension of the player in every way possible. And that meant making sure that buggies had unique and valuable abilities across all the core
I'm hyped for the
pillars
Gears
of
of War remake though.
So
I
that
don't know when
doesn't
that's
just
coming out,
mean
but
exploration and travel. That has gameplay implications for combat, crafting, and building as well. Just like how we wanted to expand on player playstyles throughout the
Ugh.
game, we're going to make sure that every buggy that we add has its own personality.
dude, the moment I hear building and crafting, I'm like,
The Red
I'm
Ant
out.
Soldier can enlist up to 2 Red Ant workers to follow you around and help you out. If you get into combat and you don't want to fight while you're saddled on your buggy, you can jump off and they'll fight right alongside you and provide support. The Orb Weaver buggies are a little less useful when it comes to general utility, like building a base or harvesting, but they're awesome when it comes to combat.
So that's
Sure,
your
their
patience.
defenses
Mate,
aren't
Souls
super
players have the
strong,
most
but they're heavy
patience.
hitters. They're also super fast and they have some great special abilities, like a scream that allows them to stun lesser powered insects, and the ability to shoot
Like, I don't
webs
walk around fucking
and entangle other
picking
creatures.
up rocks all fucking for
So
4
the
hours.
Orb
You know what I
Weavers
mean?
won't be your
Fuck
base
that.
building buggy.
I want to get my
You
ass
should use
kicked
the
by
Red
some
Ant Soldier for
fucking
that.
diseased woman, alright?
But they're super fun for exploration and combat. Red Ant Soldiers and Orb Weaver Spiders will be available at game preview launch.
If I wanted to build
There'll be others
stuff,
in the future,
I'd have been a
but those
fucking
are the two
builder.
we're
Do
starting
you know what I
with.
mean?
The connection
I want to be a fucking samurai knight, fucking space warrior. Alright. I don't want to build a fucking shed.
Pretty much from day one, we knew we wanted to
Fucking
return
hell.
to game preview for Grounded 2. Sure, it comes
Do
with some
what normal
trade-offs,
people
like
do. And get some
the
fucking
game's
Lego,
not
alright?
done and it's out to the world. But there's so much value in building it alongside the community.
Make a buggy house. Be a buggy.
Buggies change
Kill
how
them
you
all.
traverse
Someone drop a nuke.
and
Do you know what? I'm gonna
navigate
play
the
Call of
park.
Duty 7, or whatever it is. Black Ops fucking 7, which is crazy.
What we're doing with Grounded 2 is we're actually keeping zip lines held back.
I was so
we
interested
can
in that
see
trailer.
how
I was like,
players
oh my
engage
god, it's
with
like
buggies,
some
and
Hideo
then we can
Kojima
tweak
shit.
zip lines to bring
Black
them
Ops.
back over time to really complement that buggy experience and make exploring the park far more fun. That kind of feedback loop helped shape the original Grounded, and we
Look,
wanted
I like
to shape the
challenge and
design
combat,
for
okay?
Brook Hollow Park,
Walking around,
archetypes,
cutting up
buggies,
fucking daisies,
all of it.
alright?
We also learned a lot from that first time around. One thing
Just
that
not for
stood out
me.
immediately, players blaze through our content, especially the story. That makes sense. Story, characters, world building, that's kind of Obsidian's thing. It's the flavor we bring to the survival genre.
I also
this
didn't know
time,
that
we're starting
Obsidian
with a
made this.
much bigger baseline.
There's been an explosion
I hope
at
when the
Brook
first one
Hollow
came out,
Park.
people were like
Chaos
freaking out
descended
over
on a
spiders.
ceremony commemorating the
And that's like
2-year
an arachnophobia
anniversary
setting
of
in it.
when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will.
One of our favorite parts of the first game was watching the community uncover clues and spin up theories. This time around, we're leaning even more into that, and we'll be keeping a close eye on what our players discover and how they interpret it. Because you never know what might inspire us as development moves forward.
We really started to hit our groove at the end of Grounded 1. We
Oh, I
found
looked
that
at the
being
camera, he
open
fucked it.
about what we
Come
were
on, dude.
planning and then following through
Yeah, watch
was
porn, look at the
key
camera.
to building trust with the community.
wait, do you?
As a small
Oh.
team, we had to experiment with update pacing and scope, and what we found
no, I'm a
resonated
fucking
the
sex
most
therapist.
with all of you were bigger, beefier updates, even if it took us a little longer to land. So, that's the plan. Larger, more complete updates spaced out just enough so we can take your feedback seriously and make every drop count. You can expect in our big updates new buggies, new biomes, new building pieces, all the good stuff. And we're launching with a public roadmap so everyone
this just
knows
Minecraft for
what to be
spiders?
excited about in the future.
All of us at Obsidian Entertainment and IDOS Montreal are super excited about how close we are to letting all of you players get shrunk a second time and explore the all-new park on buggies in Grounded 2. If you're a returning Grounded player, we're really looking forward to you experiencing all the improvements. If this is your first time getting tiny, then all I can tell you is that a world with an entirely new perspective and an entirely new feel awaits you in Brook Hollow Park. It's time to ride together and survive together.
Bad boys for life. Come on, Barrett. It's only like $100, mate. I mean, what else are you going to spend that money on? Food? Clothes? Rent? Come on, man. Buy Grounded 2, dude. And then you can build, you know, in-game. While your real life falls apart. Shit, sorry. I got a bit real there. No price. I'm sure it'll be a bug.
We have been expecting you. This is where it starts. We can change the world as we know it.
That Clockwork game looks interesting, though.
Can you handle that?
Oh yeah, Sea of Thieves, I guess. Oh, I'm up for Gears.
I'm in.
Can't expect a 20-year-old game.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections? Here's to playing in the mud. And when we need their help, they send us a hero. Here we go. Please, follow me.
I think it's crazy how all the best games are games from like before. You know, it's all the remastered stuff that like you're hyped for. I could rather play Tony Hawk, you know. Mayday! Her accent's like strange.
enough yet? Form up!
Damn, son.
It's game time, baby!
Coal train, baby. Oh, Mark. Fuck Mark, dude. Was this better than... I'll be honest. I don't remember the PlayStation one, but... I guess that's more hype for Lies of P. I know it was a Summer Games thing we watched, right? PlayStation. What did they have? Death Stranding or something? Oh wow, okay. Back to the abyss. What have I become? That's the question. I literally can't remember. I mean... Kick that baby. Punch that baby. Yes! I've never heard myself so happy. That's strange. Do you want to watch it in like double speed? I know we usually watch it slow, but we'll go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Kick that baby. Punch that baby. Yes! Okay, dude. What do I do now? Do I do a run of Elden Ring? Dude, I've been smashing Elden Ring lately. I've basically completely, mate. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll do an Elden Ring run and then go get some food or something. Kick that baby. I see you know your judo well. How is that right? It's okay. I like it. It's it gets boring quickly though. Like once I've beaten everything and it's like I've tried out a few of the classes and it's like I kind of know what to do now, so it's like But I'm the same with Elden Ring, to be honest. Like once I beat the boss, I'm like done, you know. Wait, there's a Skulls in-game Vermintide event. What's that? Wait, is that the old one? Until June the 8th. Not today. What have I become? I'll give it a go. I do a baseball game. Oh, fancy. Have a good one, mate. Enjoy. Thanks for hanging out. I need to beat the game as the archery guy. Playing this on mouse and keyboard feels so wrong. You lock on. Is it middle mouse to lock on? Mighty shot, great shot. Alright, let me search. Where about? What's up? Okay, right. One good run. It's only good. She fucking nicked it, mate. Harambe, you bastard. Oh god, Revenant and mate. Oh dude, we have like no melee. Well, that's something. I know they're pinging now. Well, at least they're pinging. Shit, I didn't level up. Oh well. Summons in the melee. Game load. Oh, come on. I need a melee weapon is what I need. Start talking with this shit. No one's paid. Oh yeah, he's been in the mud. Let him off. Bro, it's fucking locked, you dumb bitch. Bro, no one knows. Oh wait, did I just do it? I think I'm correct. I think I'm actually correct. I'm gonna take the credit. Guess I could use the greatsword, really. What's that? Let me drop, bruv. Let me drop. Oh, I could have took the grav lift. I hate how you don't like auto mantle stuff. Fucking ball ache, mate. Oh shit, that guy's dead. Ow. What's that? Ooh. Do I take the moon veil? Can I, if you want it. I don't risk it, I would get it, otherwise I would. Bro, if I was Duchess, oh, you eat that. This sort of curved blood's sort of sick though. Wait, does he have a thing for it? Oh shit. What you got? Ooh. What's that stamina? Fuck it. Oh, did we miss that church? We should have went for it. Fuck. Oh, it's just pinched all over the place. Where is that? Is that like up a fucking... Not bad. It's too fucking far now. I want to do this cave. I'm not doing the castle yet. Maybe we should. You know what, fuck it. If they're doing it, I'll do it. Be a team player and all that. I'll go this way though, I think. Oh, it's the trolls. I can fucking hear them, dude. Move, bitch. Okay. Damn, to the frost and the bleed. Got fucked up. What's this bubble for? I like always get it, I don't know what it is. Bro, that fucking part really killed me, man. What are these two fucking numbnuts doing? Oh man, I fucking hate these guys. Why ping it if you're not going to clear it, you know? Hit the guy. Wait, what's the boss? Shit. Well, Matt is fasting up for the church, I think. What the fuck is that? Grave Warden Jules? I've seen him do this yet. Bro, how many times do I need to press Y? I can't remember anyway. That's disgusting. Nice. Shit, no fucking way. Well, not Scarab. Bitch, didn't I fucking kill you? Do you know what? I'm alright with these talismans, actually. At least we're clearing fast, that's nice. Just Dance. What, the game? Like that, like Connect shit? Oh, wait. Bro, I forgot I was in the circle. You know, I'll leave my shit here until I'll come back. Dude, it's not obvious enough. Like, it's just slightly blue. Bro, I'm fucking bleeding these dudes. I hate this gargoyle guy. Or how can she spin? Wait, is there another like thing on? Did I get that church? Yeah. Where are my souls, bro? What's this fucking cunt got him? You big fucking bald-headed baby bastard. Give me my souls back. Oh, that's my fucking ult. What happened to ult? curved sword, is it? Where's the grace? Into that cave. I don't need it, I guess. Damn, got the curve swords now. Very seppuku. What is that? I'm seppuku myself, you know. See you, fat man. Oh. What the fucking dog? Are you a bitch? Shit, I don't know. The dagger's pretty good, you know. Ooh, two of them would be sick. Oh, sorry, ladies. I was daydreaming. Where am I going? On into this cave. Shit, I don't have the right things on. I need a shit. Holy shit, dude. Get me the fuck out of here. I am stuck, bro, stuck. I need a merchant. Do the merchants disappear on day 2? Oh no, there they are. But they don't show up on the map. What is that about? It's fucking bullshit, dude. I don't have any status on my bow though, which is annoying. Oh my god, that crap. What a waste of fucking time. I don't really know how to get up. I'm gonna go this way. This is the long way around though. Should have jumped from that side, really. Don't fucking touch me. Oh shit. Oh, I can kill this guy. Seriously, dude, you're like the worst I've ever seen. Just fucking die. Ooh, a flowing poison curved sword. Damn, these are good, dude. I don't have many flasks though. Probably wouldn't even want to use this. I did one church. Put my bow on just in case. What's he got? No, you can have it. I'm good. Man, these guys are like actually quite tanky. Cute. I want a backstab, but I couldn't get one. Dancer, milady. What in the ass? Poor Dancer, mate. She deserved better than that. I might use the 2 purple. They don't bleed though, do they? I don't have a purple smith and stone either. Fuck. I feel like you can't buy a purple at the end is bullshit. Oh, I'm broke. That's great. I'm broke. Actually, no, this is probably a better setup, actually. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Bro, this fucking summon's like in the way. Tell, we're not doing a lot of damage here. Where's our stones, bruv? That's bullshit. Oh yeah, I can't dodge the attacks, I just remembered. Uh-oh. We both time though, I think. Nice and cheesy, keep it easy. Well, this is awkward. Nice. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. So sometimes I dodge that, sometimes I don't. Bro, I'm running for my life like into fire that I can't like deal with. Honestly, you should do some more DPS. Damn, that's good at resting though, holy shit. She's using a sword? Bro, she's got some crazy dodges. Oh well. Can the wizard just fucking glide? Is that like what she does? Alright, well, I'm gonna call it. Popped on for the gaming show. Quick run of Elden Ring. Yeah, that's it. I think I'll do Lies of P at some point, so we'll see. But yeah, thanks for hanging. Take it easy. See you, whatever. Good night.